This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, hello and welcome to a video of Stanley Parable. I said, okay, I want to get up a daily video, but what do I do it on? So, I just slapped this together.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
So, I might be using some console things later on in the video just to show you some cool things like...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was
I'm
not
not
the
gonna
correct
go
way
to
to
the
the meeting
correct
room,
way. That
and
might be
Stanley
a
knew
little
it perfectly
later.
well. Perhaps he wanted to
but-
stop by the employee lounge
Sorry
first,
for that.
just to admire it.
I'm going to be showing you
Yes,
some things.
truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business,
So-
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I decided to do this in a little time. Maybe I'll show you a little glitch you can do.
Stanley was
Not
so bad
technically
at
a
following
glitch.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Okay, so quickly,
Is it, Stanley?
right now I'm going to go to the options, turn the audio down, because what I realized is that this microphone isn't too loud. So I'm sort of going to pretty much make everything really quiet, so you guys can hear
Your
me.
chance to redeem yourself, to put your work
Now,
aside.
I'm trying to not make this have
your
too
life.
many
She's been waiting.
microphone blows, but I don't know where to position this, so I don't have any microphone blows.
That's her, Stanley.
So I'm not
You
gonna
need
do
to be
that.
the
I'm
one-
gonna do
Oh,
this.
No, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Also, I have
That
a little
wasn't
thing on that
supposed to
makes
be a
it so I
choice.
can
How did
open
you
up
do that?
doors,
You
but
actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me
yeah,
double
4, not
check.
F4. Yeah.
No, it's
So-
definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the
So,
two pledge themselves
yeah,
to one another.
I don't know what to
Music
say much,
comes
but
in,
when
fade
anything
to
that
white, roll
big
credits.
comes in,
Not
like the
picking
video
up
that's
the
about to
phone
come
is
on,
actually
I will
somehow
not be
an
speaking,
incorrect
so you can
course of
hear this.
How's that even
At the-
possible? None
I'm
of
not
these
gonna.
decisions were
I'm
supposed
gonna
to
do the
mean
whole
anything.
ending,
I don't
just because
understand.
this is one of my
How on
favorite
earth are you making
endings,
meaningful
actually.
choices? What did
I like this
Wait a
ending a
second.
lot.
Did I just see? No, that's not possible. I
So-
can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
Severity,
Well, I won't have
it's
that
called
kind of risk on
unplugging
my
it.
watch.
Yeesh.
I'm going to stop the game for a moment
So
we
I'm
can
going to go
educate you
quiet
properly
for
on
this
safe
part.
decision-making in the real world.
Goodbye.
Please
For now.
observe this helpful
Just
instructional
quickly.
video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations, or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
I just don't feel like practicing. So, yeah. Sorry, but if you want to practice, you can practice at home.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
What did we learn?
Welcome
How's it
back.
never works?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry.
Don't
now
worry.
that you're properly informed on good decision
Should
making,
I?
we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what
Should
the correct thing to
I
do
jump
would have
over
been.
it and be
This
able
way,
to
please.
go over in that area? Or should I actually follow? I'm gonna actually follow and
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and
Wait.
dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
so yeah, honestly I hope that this is doing good, but can never say. Whee. I'm just gonna stay like this for the rest of the time. Sorry if you wanted to see me not be tall, but oh wait, I can press shift to get. So anyways, I think that this is
Almost there.
pretty cool.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Okay, so here's the part. I can either go through the right, make it quicker, go through the left, make it longer, but with more story.
And always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Should we
Just
go
follow
right?
my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came
I
to a
think
set
right
of
is gonna
2
be
open
it to make
doors,
this
he
video
entered
quicker.
the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about
I'm
that
definitely
you,
taller
my
than that.
story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase
This
that
is really
knowledge.
cool.
I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever.
I love
couldn't
this.
live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
What do I do?
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Dun dun dun. I'm still a bird, yay!
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
You're so
Now look
clever.
where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the
Oh,
world
this
that
is
was
the
mine,
two
and
doors
you run
room.
it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say
Yeah.
to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had
Nope.
it? That there's a
It did.
world outside of you? You're a child.
Not true.
My story.
Okay.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole
Underground
underground
facility.
You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been
Yes,
so
I won.
perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Yay, this is probably my
Behave
favorite
exactly
part.
as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
What?
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
This is.
he entered the door
I
on
don't
his
remember
left.
this ending actually. It's just me, but.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up
I
to
can
his
tell
boss's
this is
office,
still the
hoping
ending.
he might find an answer
Yeah,
there.
it's still the ending.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Don't want to. This is gonna take a little while. But. Oh.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Let me
Was
just
this
turn
the
it off.
code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Dang it, I thought that maybe if I used a microphone then maybe it would just somehow do that. And I'm pretty sure I'm still an Emma bird.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark
Yeah.
115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I'm just gonna sit down and work. Can't
I'm
stop me.
sorry, is there a problem? You
Nope.
didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. Not gonna do what you're saying.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done
That's what I'm
whatever the
doing.
hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself. You can't. No. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
I think this is what I remember.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
What the heck? Don't remember that, but okay, cool. So I guess that was the ending. I would like to show you something before I go. Now, listen to the song. Now it should be different. Okay, so I'm gonna stop that for now. So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and for now, I'm just going to say bye. Hope to see you in that next episode.